recording. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the OnlyHands Nation, firm handshakes. We here for the first inaugural edition, not the first inaugural, but the inaugural edition of the OnlyHands podcast. Might keep the name, might not, but it's gonna stick around. I'm your host, OnlyHands, CEO, President, Honcho, Lord of the Underground, whatever you want to call me, hella AKAs, Wyseaux. And I'm joined by my right-hand man, CageNeon. What's good, man?
Yo, how's it doing? How's it going? Pretty good, chilling. Happy to be on board with this. Happy to be in the first inaugural Only Hands podcast. I like being part of these inaugural Only Hands anything. Something special about every single one of them.
Word, man. I mean, shit. It's been crazy being around for all these firsts. Like, it's only grown and it's gonna keep going. So like, there's hella more firsts to come. God damn. We're watching these Tazes in real time, so like sometimes we might react. That's my fault. But
Yeah, it's all right. They go crazy, so I get
they
it. I
do
get
go
it.
crazy. But yes, we are starting the podcast, I guess, to document the growth of OnlyHands. Where just I guess document the people we meet along the way and the experiences, and probably recap some news and current events and stuff like that. A variety of topics, but I think it'd just be cool keeping track of all this stuff, or having somewhere to keep track of all this stuff. Yeah.
You still looking at the task like video, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We might have to pause this. We might have to pause this. But yeah, man, I actually didn't give you your respect. You know what I'm saying, in the introduction, because it's not just my right hand man CageNeon. This is IHF General Manager CageNeon. This is former OnlyHands PC champion CageNeon.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Put some respect on my guy's name.
yeah. Heartbreak Cage.
Heartbreak
Any other
Cage.
name you come up with? Christian Cage.
Damn.
That's trademark probably. We taking it.
Damn. So Cage has accomplished a lot in OnlyHands, and it's interesting to think that there's stuff to do there. I guess that's why it's so cool. It's unmarked territory. I don't see anybody else doing OnlyHands type stuff.
No, no, I feel the same way. I think we've definitely done something unique, and it's definitely going to turn into that. Like, what's that saying? They say often duplicated, never replicated, or like
Yeah.
reversed. Whichever one. I find that some people use that as an insult. I kind of use it as like a form of flattery because it's like, oh wow, you acknowledge what we're doing so well that you want to try to. I mean, in a I guess a better poor choice of words, copy what we're doing. But at the end of the day, you know where the originator is coming from. So I find that a bit of an honor.
Yeah, man. It's super dope just doing something, and it's a passion project. It's not like, oh, this is a cool way to corner the market, or no shit like that. This is like, yo, we we fuck with Tekken, we fuck with wrestling. Why would you not mix the two? Why did
Exactly.
why do the champions in these esports have to be determined in a tournament all the time? Why can't you ever just defend the title you earned, you won in all your matches, like they do in wrestling, like they do in UFC? They got one champion. It's not just up for grabs for everybody. That never made sense to me.
Yeah.
So that's how the gauntlet got started, and that's how OnlyHands got started, I guess, when you think about it, because it was originally just throwing hands, but I guess people came through and just started digging the vibe and started pulling up like, yo, can I get in on this? Yeah, the fuck, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard from quite a few people from some of the events that we've done that they say that they really enjoy the vibe, as he said, and a lot of people have said, in quote, that this is the most fun that they've had doing something like this, like doing an exhibition like this. And I feel like, yeah, it's the style, but it's also like the personality of what we do with it, the effort that we put into it, the presentation alone. We're not just
Jeez.
taking this lightly. We're actually trying as best as we can to make this as entertaining for you guys, and I feel like I feel like it's working. I feel like it's working pretty quickly, actually.
Mm. I feel like you can't help but recognize it. Like we're doing stuff that not even in terms of, I guess, in terms of content, but in many ways of that. You feel me? Like
Hmm.
the stuff we put out, the promotion, nobody's doing anything like that. The our presentation as far as the personality, like you said, nobody's doing it like that because everybody wants to be professional. Everybody got an FGC resume. Like, bro, this is fighting games where someone will call you a nigga and like scream in your face. Like, let's be real. That's what this shit has always been about. Like, that's a core of this shit too. Smack talk, like, and I think that's one of those as above, so below type things. Like that applies to everything. People want to be entertained by this shit. Like when you see a matchup, you're not guaranteed entertainment, but you know what I'm saying? When you got the commentary team on go, the energy's high, chat is wilding, and the matchups aren't random, we book these. We
Yeah,
really make sure like I mean we've booked bodies, but like they never turned out to be like that. Or more
like
so, I guess we've never booked something planning for it to be a body. It's just been,
yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
didn't
Like
with
the
the
score
intent of,
in the gauntlet, the score like never tells the whole story.
yes, yes, and I firmly believe that one of the things that I love, the smack talk. I love that you brought that up actually, because I remember going back, let's say 10 years ago, 11 years ago, you go back to like the Ultra Street Fighter 4 days, Marvel 3 days. Smack talking was a very prominent thing. Not to say that it's all but washed away now. It's definitely not true. You definitely still have like the smack talking gods that backed up everything they said, but that was like half of the entertainment. And I feel like as time progressed, people have stopped using that as a way to be entertaining. It's kind of turned into like, oh, you're entertaining me by how good you are in the game, and I feel like it's only half of the ingredient. And
Mm.
I don't really, I can't say appreciate, because I do appreciate the skill in it. I think the only thing that just kind of throws me off is that nowadays we have a lot of players who they're really good at what they do. They win something very important, and they even have a microphone up, and can you have some choice words to say? And most time you hear everybody, they'll say like, thank you for everybody for rooting for me, and I'm glad I won. And I understand the whole shy thing and stuff like that, but that's why I love doing OnlyHands, because we can try to ham that up a little bit. We can try to grab a microphone and say, hey, you got some choice words, and be like, I already knew I was gonna win because I'm that dude. Like that. That's what makes that more exciting, because it makes it more entertaining. Like, okay, he said what he said. What's gonna happen next? And I feel like, again, that's been working, because a lot of people have been saying that with Twitter. I mean, you've seen all the videos I put up so far.
Mm. Which is, bruh, like that's a whole nother wrinkle to it. If you want, like, do you want to get into it now? Because like the promos have been something else.
We get into it. We definitely get into it. Look, I'm wearing the scarf right now as we speak.
M Cage F going crazy. But nah, man, like just it's so dope that people understand the assignment, and it's hilarious to see when people don't.
Oh my
Like like that's why you're the general manager of IHF. Like, cause you understand the assignment. You know what this shit is really about. That's why we got pockets in on the fold. That's why we got Fade. That's why we got T. Cause we all understand like how this shit happens for real.
god. Mm-hmm.
And it's just interesting when someone doesn't get the joke. It's like what do you like? What are you missing? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
It
It's like,
is pretty funny.
go ahead, bro.
No, it's just, it is pretty funny. Um, Sometimes I do feel just a tad bit like, oh crap. But you know, at the end of the day, we're never being malicious off of it. Like,
Never, nah, and it's not that it's got.
no,
We are not malicious with it. It's gotten to that point, like in chat before.
true,
But I mean, like
true. I,
that was a lot, bruh. And they do have a tendency to get wild. But
yeah.
you know,
Viewer discretion is advised in the chats.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure,
That's for
for
real.
sure. We got all kinds. But like when I say understand the or understand the assignment, it's like it's wholesome toxicity. Like we all get salty. We all you know saying get mad when we lose and say wild shit. This is the place for that. Like
Hmm.
if you say some if you say some salty shit, you can pull up and like channel that into a promo and like get people interested on in like coming to see you again. Like
Yep.
you can make that productive, I guess.
Some of the best promos in the history of the WWE alone have come from people who have been angry, disgruntled, or anything of the sort, and
Shout
they
out to
have
CM
channeled
Punk.
that into shout out to CM, shout out to the Miz.
Shout out to the Miz.
Like those promos that people talk about that are like cemented in history have literally
Shout out to
stemmed
Dusty Rhodes.
from
Hard
shout out
times.
to Dusty Rhodes Hard Times. You know, they've stemmed from people being angry and they channel that into their character, which a lot of wrestlers have said that realistically like their characters are just a bigger expression of themselves.
Mm.
And they'll go and say what they want to say, and yeah, what they say might be a little harsh, but that's exactly how they feel. But they use that in their character, and it works. So what better way than to do something like that with OnlyHands? Because I look, I'm not the best player. I'm not. I've had my
You can
fair
say that again,
share.
nigga. Yeah.
This motherfucker. I I'm not the best player. I'm okay. I say I'm decent. I'm getting better, but this game has definitely made me angry. It's definitely made me lash out on people, a lot of people that I actually care about, and I feel bad about that. But I feel like now with OnlyHands, I can use that frustration, that anger, and I channel that into the heartbreak cage like that. That's a larger extension of me
Mm.
and what I love, which is wrestling and talking shit.
Mm.
So that's why I love OnlyHands so much.
Yeah, bro. Only hands, and it's so because honestly, before Only Hands, I didn't know what, and I still don't. This isn't like the end all be all, but like I didn't have an outlet for any of the creative energy I had. Like nothing. I didn't even know I had it in me. I was just smoking weed and playing Tekken all the time, and I was like, you know what? What if I, what if we just did it like this? Like, what if I originally it was supposed to be just helping me to grow my portfolio, but honestly, like when you joined IHF or when you joined OnlyHands and started IHF, I was like, hold on, oh this shit is real. Like that somebody like these motherfuckers actually like are willing to suspend their disbelief for this.
And I love that. It for me it threw me off in a good way. You know, I and when I joined up with it, I originally didn't really expect a lot to happen because when my channel, you know, I stream as often as I could. You know, life and work definitely gets in the way, so I don't do it as
Mm,
often as other people. But whenever I do stream, you know, I'm still kind of a semi known, semi unknown type of person in the community. Which you know, that's definitely because I haven't really talked to a lot of people, at least prior to OnlyHands. So when I was stream teching, I would really just have like, you, a couple other friends, and I stream for like a couple hours, and like that's it. So when I did the first promo video, I didn't really expect too much off of it, but how much it blew up
Mm.
very quickly. I was like, what? Like that completely threw me off. I'm freaking out, and I'm just gonna say it right now, I'm a total mama's boy. So I saw the video, and I'm seeing how much is retweeting and likes and comments and everything, and I, like a little kid, I'm like, mom, like, I'm like, look at this. Like, so that's one thing that I definitely owe you and OnlyHands for. Like, I've said it before, and I really mean it. Like, y'all literally gave me a purpose. It gave me a reason to actually want to do something, because all the promos that you've seen, all the 3D artwork, all the modeling, all of it, that's 100% me. And that's from
GPA.
what I did in school, and I got a degree for it, but I dropped it because I felt lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a purpose afterwards. It was really hard trying to find even an internship to some of the places I wanted to be at. So when this came along, I was like, you know what? Let me do something about this. And it's like you guys have basically gave me a purpose to do this, and the fact that y'all enjoying it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, man. This shit is fucking cool, and it's been dope watching every just seeing how excited people get about it and the energy that people put into it. Like especially with this Raw Super and TPC crossover coming up.
Oh my goodness,
My goodness, man! Like
Tekken Streets is hot.
so hot. This shit is this shit is gonna be crazy on Saturday.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, today is April the 26th, and on Saturday the 29th we're doing the TPC versus Raw Super crossover event. We don't have a name for it. That's probably just gonna be the name.
Yeah, TVC X Raw Super, some New Japan stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Forbidden Door type shit.
Forbidden Door. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
yeah, no bullshit.
We should have called it the Forbidden Gate. Just came to me.
Forbidden Hallway.
The Forbidden Hallway. Yep. The Forbidden Balcony.
Shit. Ooh,
What was that?
that shit was fire. That's what that
Oh
was.
my god.
That's why I love these tool assisted joints. But yeah, man. It's just been so cool watching people like Montel posted his promo, like seeing your thing, the promos popping off. Like people are really like it's fun again. It gives us something to do until Tekken 8, and then when Tekken 8 drops,
Oh, with Tekken 8 drop, we're going even harder.
bruh,
Like,
it's
yeah,
I can't wait. I
man.
will
You know
wait,
what?
and we're gonna go crazy in the meantime. But like when Tekken 8 drops,
Got to pull a Harada here and say that our work is going to be even more aggressive.
mm. Don't ask us for shit.
Don't ask us for shit.
But yeah, man, it's the OnlyHands journey is gonna be dope. It's only up from here. Can't share all the secrets, cause like we got plots and plans and all types of shit you haven't seen yet. Um, so it's just like watching all this stuff come to fruition and seeing people get on board with it, dog. I can't wait.
I'm actually like biting tooth and nail right now, just waiting for it as we speak.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
talking about it's getting me giddy right now. Like, come on, man.
Shit can't come fast enough, man.
It really can't.
I'm ready though, cause man, since we can't talk about it, I think that's a good place to to end this little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
this has been an intro. You know what I'm saying? Just get us used to the format of the Only Hands podcast. Firm handshakes to all. Once again, I'm your host, Wyseaux, CEO, Lord of the Underground. You know what I'm saying? And my co-host.
The Heartbreak Cage, Christian Cage, the Comeback King, the Show Starter, the Showstopper, any other name you can think of. Cage Neon, that's me.
Yeah, yeah. We signing off though. Firm handshakes.